Airsofters, this is Josh RZ from Tier1Airsoft.com, and today I'm bringing to you a review about the new G&G Combat Machines RK47, or as I like to call it, an AK-47, because hell, that's what it is. Now, I've done a lot of reviews to date about the G&G line, and there's a reason for it. This gun retails at 155 bucks. Okay, that's nothing for something of this quality. And don't worry, I'll walk you through the gun, but let me just tell you my little monologue. The internals are the exact same as the G&G Pro line. And I know this because I've asked pretty much everyone, different technicians from different large airsoft stores. You know, you guys know the big top four, and I was talking to all those guys, and they are the same internals as the full price. Now, a gun like this for the regular G&G standard line is going to run you about $330, $340. That's a good chunk of cash, but you're really getting a high-performance gun. This, $155, same internals. Now, I know what some of you guys on the internet are going to say, the piston is different, and maybe the wiring's a little different, but I got to tell you guys, as far as the entire package goes, it's pretty much the same thing. If you want to replace the piston, but don't gripe about it. All right, so here's the gun. Metal barrel, polymer foregrip, polymer stock. Lower receiver is the polymer material. Upper receiver, this metal thing right here, okay, that's metal. Now, a lot of you guys, you can say, well, Josh, most of it's plastic. Yeah, but it's G&G plastic, which is made out of, like, magic. It has rainbows and sunshine and all kinds of crazy unicorn materials in this to make it feel actually really rigid. And I don't know if the audio is picking it up, but there is, like, no shake on this gun whatsoever. This has got to be one of the most sturdy AK-47s I've ever held. The only thing you're hearing is the battery in the back because I got a little lipo in there. Really, really well done as far as the material goes. And I've picked up a lot of guns, you know, everything from the Echo 1 line to the Classic Army line. And when you guys pick this up, you're going to be surprised at how tough it is. The other thing, too, is how incredibly lightweight this gun is. Because it's mostly made out of polymer, this thing is feather light. I mean, there's almost nothing to it, which means for those big, long scenarios, you guys are not going to be worn out. And I know some of you have AK-47s with the real wood, with the metal, and you could figure out pretty quickly that's going to be a heavy gun. This is not. I personally like that because I play airsoft all day long, and I don't like real big, bulky guns. I like the AK-47 a lot as well, just in general, because this is it. There's really nothing you can do to it, so it's sort of kind of a purist gun. You can't slap a lot of junk on it. You know, if I wanted to put a flashlight on it, I'd have to probably duct tape it to the front. And that's going to look cool anyway because, I mean, hell, it's an AK-47. All right, so I've been raving about the internals. Let me tell you what I did. A lot of people will say, do not put a lipo in this gun. It can take a lipo. It's a version 3 mech box, which is a very, very sturdy mech box in general. It does have 8mm oilless bushings in there, so there's a lot of low friction stuff going on, but people still recommend don't use the lipo because it will destroy the mech box. But you guys know me. I had to put it in there, so let me let you listen to the rate of fire on this thing. Here's on full auto. That's pretty fast. Now on semi-auto, listen to the trigger response. Real fast. Okay, a trigger response time like that is typically going to be found on something like a KWA. Now, am I comparing the internals to a KWA? No, I won't go that far because those things are just godly mech boxes. But for $155 to get full quality G&G internals, you can't beat that. This should be the gun for anyone to get if they're brand new to airsoft, intermediate, or a collector like myself who just needs everything that comes out. Just to walk you through the gun too, you pull this back, there's your hop up, real simple, slide it back, slide it forward, BBs go up, BBs go down, okay? You got your front sights, these are also made out of metal, okay, for elevation. I never use it, obviously, because with airsoft you can just see where the BBs are going. This upper receiver comes off, okay, nothing going on in there. I guess if you guys wanted to, you could replace this with a foldable stock and put, you know, a battery in here. I'm sure you guys can figure out how to rig that. And then the battery goes back in here, which this is a royal pain in the ass to get off, but I guess you want that because... am I pushing it the wrong way? I'm pushing it the wrong way. 15 years of airsoft experience. Yeah. As you guys can see, there's plenty of room in there. Right now I've got a lipo, okay, which is currently stuck. There it is. See? Plenty of room for all this wiring. I had to go from a large to a small connector, which is why you got all that extra wiring. If you guys can see down in there, you can pretty much put a 9.6 large, definitely an 8.4 large in there, which you're not going to find with a lot of the AK-47s because this is typically made out of wood, so you don't have that much housing left. Anyway, long story short, excellent gun. This thing chronoed about 360 feet per second. That's a little low for me. I typically like 400 feet per second because I play on outdoor courts or fields or whatever you want to call it. So it's a little hot for CQB, a little low for field work, but you guys will have no problem slapping in a bitter spring in there. The internals definitely can handle it. And once again, I know I put my stamp of approval on guns about being LiPo ready. I'd say, yeah, probably. You might have some problems with feeding. I mean, this gun was not really designed for LiPo, but at the same time, it can take it. For how long? I don't know. I'll get back to you guys after the stress test. Alright guys, so once again, check out tier1airsoft.com for all the new stuff we got coming out. And thanks again for Evike for giving us this gun. It was a lot of fun to shoot it. And in all the videos to come, you'll be seeing me playing with this gun. Alright guys, thanks again.